Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome. Welcome back to Conversations with Karina. I'm so happy you're here today because today we're going to celebrate. We're going to have a good time. We're going to celebrate Leo. When I first thought of bringing crystal content to you all, I have quite a few ideas Spirit's been giving me and would like me to do and talk about. But my first special video I wanted to do was a crystal cake topper. I know a lot of you had seen me do a crystal cake topper for my friend Rosie on her birthday, and I got some great feedback. So I thought, what a better way to usher in some crystal content with a celebration. And we're celebrating Leos. It's the beginning of August. We've got Lionsgate. I'm a Leo. I'm one of you. So I thought, wow, let's just all have some fun and celebrate Leos. And if you're not a Leo, you're going to still learn about crystals. So stick with us because the crystals are not just for Leos. It's just that they enhance Leo, the astrology of Leo. So they're for you too, and you can learn a little bit while you're here. And when your birthday comes around, we're going to be doing this every month. So you'll learn your astrology stones. And there are many, but these are the ones that Spirit wanted me to talk to about. And if they came in this way, that's what we're going to go with. So today we're going to be celebrating Leo. My birthday was August 3rd, so you're probably seeing this a little bit after my birthday, but you know, we Leos like to celebrate. So let's celebrate all month long. And if you're not one, please celebrate with us. So why don't we get started today? And I also made a little astrology grid for Leo. Got a little sparkle in it there. Of course, it's in hot pink because, that's my color. My color's hot pink. Everything else is not hot pink because Leos are yellow, orange, gold. So I thought I'd dress a little bit like a Leo today. And we represent fire, passion, creativity. We have an abundance of energy sometimes, but it is in us. So today we're going to be talking about what stones work really well for manifestation for Leos and that work in our astrology. So they just enhance our power. So let's get started. So before we get started, we're going to say our divine prayer. Divine light, surround me now. Shield my heart, mind, and spirit from all harm, doubt, and negativity. Guard my intuitive gifts and my visions that I receive, keeping them clear, pure, and truthful. May only supportive energy from the highest vibrations flow through me and guide my understanding. Protect my insights from distortion, fear, ego, or unwanted interference. As I hold my crystals, they anchor me in peace and strength, grounding me all the way down with the highest vibrations of love and wisdom, all the way down to the core of Mother Earth. Thank you, Source, for the source of divine protection that surrounds me always, allowing me to share my intuitive truth with courage and compassion. And so it is. Thank you, Source. So before we move on to the crystals, I just want to tell you a little about what I've decorated the cake with. I've got sunflower. Sunflower is our flower. We love sunflowers. I've had the opportunity to plant some sunflowers and I love them because, like a Leo, they love sun. And A lot of Leos like attention. They don't mind being the center of attention. And one thing about a sunflower, you can grow them in patches, but one will never block out the other. They love their time in the sun. Their little faces go straight up to the sun, kind of like me. I do love the sun. Not so much the heat in here in Arizona, but I do love the sun. I have to have sunshine. I don't like gloomy days. It just doesn't work for me. So it's really hard for me to even live in an area where it's gloomy. I need sunshine. I have to at least be able to go out in it. So sunflower is our flower. They love the sun. Yellow and orange, of course. And then we have marigolds. Marigolds are also our flower. And if you're a gardener, you probably know all about marigolds because marigolds are a natural insect repellent. So if you plant them around your vegetables, tomatoes, your herbs, it helps keep the insects off. And we're about marigolds too. And obviously they're orange and yellow. So we do like fire energy. We have a lot of that. So the first stone we're going to talk about today is going to be a peridot. So let me get our peridot and let's get started. Did you know peridot is one of the few gemstones that occurs only in one color? A vibrant lime green with shades that can range from yellowish green to olive. Its unique color comes from the presence of iron in the crystal structure. Unlike many other crystals that are associated with our Earth, peridot actually forms deep within the mantle, and it's only brought to the surface through volcanic activity. So it makes it a stone of transformation and renewal. Historically, peridot was prized by ancient Egyptians who called it the gem of the sun. They believed it protected them from nightmares and it brought life to them, to the wearer's life. It's connected to the heart chakra, so it promotes emotional balance and openness and positivity and energy flow. So when I use Peridot on my crystal grids or in my energy practice, I usually set its intentions for clearing blockages because Peridot is so good at that. It's great at releasing old habits and inviting prosperity and abundance into one's life. Who wouldn't want that? In energy healing, it's valued for its ability to transform negativity into growth and insight, making it a powerful tool for anyone embarking on a path of spiritual growth and awakening. Peridot is also great for releasing guilt. It really helps you release that guilt that sometimes come with dedicating your own life and your own time to your own soul's journey and putting yourself above others. We do carry guilt for that. It's natural. So its vibrational energy supports self-worth and it encourages vitality. It helps reduce stress in one's life. And it also brings good fortune. So good vibrations help keep all that flowing into your life. So why wouldn't we want to work with this? And it also pairs well with citrine and moonstone. We've been working with citrine, and a lot of people do have moonstone laying around. So it is a great synergy with those two crystals, along with the other ones that we're going to be talking about today. So peridot is a wonderful stone to work with. And it's our birthstone. Come on. Did I mention that? Probably not. It is our birthstone. So use Leo or use Peridot whenever you can. All right, we're going to move on to our next one. Now we're going to move on to Carnelian. Carnelian is one of my favorite stones to work with because it is fire energy. That's what Carnelian is. And I have a couple different pieces. Yeah. So hard to see. Crystals are really hard to get the good color, the good patterns on camera. And this one has a little bit of a geode right there with some druzy in it. And it's a darker with some black running through it. This is just, and it's double terminated. So a double terminated stone, you got a point here and a point here. Energy in, energy out. Doesn't matter which way you hold it. Energy in, energy out. So it is a brilliant energy conductor when you use a double terminated stone. A lot of times I'll put it in the middle of a grid. So that energy comes in and out. That is one of my favorite pieces. This is another one of my favorite pieces. This thing is so heavy. This is a carnelian heart. Look at that thing. This thing is, it's like a paperweight. It's beautiful. And then I have two more. This, and my crystals, you all know, well, maybe you don't, maybe you're new here, but I do energy work. So I do have a practice where I use crystals and energy work. And I've explained before, when I use crystals in my energy practice and I source them and get them, I clear them, set their intention for my work. And when I source a crystal for my energy practice, I will pick up many crystals. Sometimes I don't even have to. I have many stories on how crystals have come to me. And this one is another one. Spirit has given me the message many times that I am to use the four elements in my work, which I've kind of always done that anyway. But moving into this practice, they really want me to focus on the four elements. I'm a Leo, so I'm powerful with fire. A carnelian is fire energy. So my wand, my Sephir wand here today, is allowing me to show you, because my crystals for my practice have a job. They take it very seriously. And I always respect the energy of the crystal. Sometimes I'll buy a crystal thinking, oh, this is so beautiful, I just want to display it. No, it wants to work. Sometimes I'll get a crystal for thinking I'm going to use it for work, and ends up being, it doesn't want to do that. It wants to be on display. So I respect the energy of my crystals, and the ones I use for work don't always like to be presented because they do take their job seriously. But when I educate, they're more than happy to join me because I'm educating, and they do love that. And this one especially is very protective of its own energy because it is my laser. I treat this like a laser. So when I'm doing energy work and clearing people's auras, if I see anything, I will burn it out. I'll use it I use it like an energy wand or a laser. So carnelian is fabulous for that. Fabulous. It's got a point. It's just an amazing piece. It is an amazing piece. It has the best energy, but it is very protective of its own energy. So thank you so much for allowing us to see you today. It goes back in its home and it goes back over here. Thank you, carnelian. Now, I have my favorite carnelian and we're going to talk more about it. So carnelian is a vibrant reddish to orange brown crystal, and it's known for its energizing properties. It's actually a variety of chalcedony, and it was used by ancient warriors for like protective talisman. They believed it would grant them courage and power in battle, making it more than just a decorative stone, making it more like a strategic spiritual tool, how I use mine. ancient Arabians used these, they thought these were the stones of kings because they contained the energy of fire and lion. So it was also treasured by ancient Egyptians that thought it protected them against battles. They used it as jewelry and amulets. They also thought this protected them in the afterlife. So the French and English also wore carnelian as gems to bring people good luck. So carnelian is said to boast creativity, motivation, courage, making it a popular stone to overcome procrastination. It's associated with the root chakra, the sacral chakra, and the solar plexus. So it helps balance emotions, create passion, and additionally, it supports vitality and circulation as well. It's got warm fire energy, so it makes it an excellent stone for those who want to ignite their inner power. If you've been feeling stagnant, fearful, or just plain stuck, and you feel like you're in an old place of dealing with the same old routines and patterns, carnelian is the perfect stone to work with. It really helps flow the energy. I believe it's the flame that burns the old patterns away. So that's why I use it. And I also keep it nearby when I'm working with higher frequency stones because carnelian will help keep me grounded. It's such a powerful stone of action. So, one of my favorites. I work with it every day. This piece, I just have to show you because it's like a little prized possession. And someone gifted me this. But can you see it? It's a carnelian unicorn. I mean, come on, people. How could you not love something like this? Look at that carnelian unicorn. So I actually use this a lot because when it was gifted to me, the gal that gifted it to me knew I did energy work, and she was the same gal that I sourced my wand through. And we had gotten to talking, and we just really resonated with each other. And when she sent me my wand, she sent me this because she wanted me to have the power of magic in my practice. And so I hold this a lot when I do work. So now we have Sunstone. Oh, let me grab my other one. Sunstone is a radiant crystal known for its warm, sunny energy, and it actually shimmers because of the tiny mineral platelets within the stone. It's often associated with the power of the sun, bringing joy, vitality, and empowerment into your life. Unique among other crystals, it's it's known to stimulate leadership qualities, independence, and confidence, making it a favorite for those seeking to manifest personal empowerment. Energetically, it's known to clear and energize all the chakras, even though it has a special affinity for the sacral chakra and the solar plexus chakra. It enhances creativity, motivation, and self-worth. So, in addition to its uplifting properties, it's often used to protect against negativity because it promotes a positive outlook for life's challenges. Spiritually, sunstone was related to the Vikings, who used it as a navigational tool to find the sun on cloudy days, which symbolizes guidance and hope and clarity. Sunstone pairs beautifully with citrine and carnelian, stones we've already been working with. So, in energy therapy, placing a sunstone on your solar plexus will increase personal power and freedom. Wearing it as jewelry helps with emotional balance. So, its vibrant energy makes it an excellent crystal for anybody who wants to bring more joy and life into their life. And this one, you can't really see. I really wish we could see colors better on the camera, but we can't. So this one is Sunstone comes in a few different colors. This one's more gray. It has a little bit of orange running through it right here, right there. And this one is all the orange. So I happen to have both, pair of shoes in every color, crystal in every color. That's who I am. So Sunstone is perfect to work with for Leos. And what I would like to say about Sunstone too, actually, what Sunstone wants me to tell you, it is a great tool to hold or to have if you're somebody who ends up having to work in an office where you don't get a lot of natural sunlight. You don't actually, because of your lifestyle or your work, you don't actually get out into the sun a lot. So grab a sunstone, keep it with you. When you feel like you need that sun, grab it and just picture yourself like a little sunflower, your face up to the sun, feeling the warmth of the sun. That's another thing you can use sunstone for. Now we're moving on to our citrine. And I actually have another one here because I like to keep balanced. So here we are with our citrine. We've been talking a lot about our citrine lately and how we're using it for our Lionsgate portal and how it's really effective right now for manifestation, especially for Leos. And actually, anyone, don't think if you're not a Leo, it's not that effective, because it is. It just is more powerful when you're using stones that create synergy with you. So you can use it if you're not a Leo with one of your stones. Great synergy. Citrine is known as a stone of abundance. It's believed to carry the power of the sun, radiating warmth, energy, and positivity. Unlike many other crystals, natural citrine is actually very rare. Most citrines on the market are a little bit of heat-treated amethyst or smoky quartz. This heat treatment enhances the vibrancy of the yellow that is known for being the hues of citrine. Citrine is also unique because it doesn't hold or accumulate negative energy. So meaning it rarely needs cleaning or cleansing. You can still do it, but it's one of those stones that doesn't require it as often as others. So spiritually, it's associated with the solar plexus chakra, promoting personal confidence, power, and manifestation. That's exactly what we're using it for. So in energy therapy, I use it to clear blockages, create creativity, motivation, making it a great tool to attract success and joy. It's a great business stone because it's also referred to as the merchant stone. It's known to stimulate the flow of money, abundance. This is what I use on one of my mini crystal grids on my website, is citrine. Citrine can also help you clear old traumas and set boundaries. It brings back your own power. I've called the energy of citrine in so many times for my solar plexus, even when they're not with me, because energy is energy. It flows wherever you go or wherever you intend it to go. I've been known to band-aid a citrine over my belly button when I've had intestinal issues, digestive issues. And for me, it really works. It's not always meant for that, but it does work for that. It also pairs well with carnelian and tiger's eye, sunstone, all the stones of Leo. So it makes it a wonderful tool to work with. I love my citrine. love my citrine. I have many different pieces, and sometimes people don't like raw citrine because has a little bit of white on it. And you know what? Any kind of citrine is perfect. I'm one of these that I don't look for perfect stones. I'm not perfect. Why would I expect anything else to be? I've got scars, I've got ugh, trauma marks. Come on. Why would I not want? Why would I have to have a perfect crystal? I don't. You don't. Sometimes the road, the roadmap of the scars and trauma is what makes us who we are. So to me, I love to look at all the inclusions in there because I see beauty, I see light, and I like to take a flashlight and look in the geodes, and nothing ever has to be perfect. We're not. So don't worry about getting a perfect stone. It doesn't matter. They all hold the energy and vibrations. Okay, we're going to put our citrine back. We're going to move on to our next step. So, last but not least, birthday Leos, we have Tiger's Eye. Tiger's Eye is one of my favorite stones. And I have this one right here. I'm going to show you ones that I have. So Tiger's Eye is a magical combination of Tiger's Eye, hematite, and red jasper. It's a powerful grounding and motivational stone. It actually has said it can draw people out of depression because it helps renew their self-esteem and their inner reserves. It also amplifies creative energy. So the iron in Tiger's Eye grounds you directly to the Earth's core, allowing you to release negative energies and receive the Earth's wisdom. So, did you know the banding patterns in Tiger's Eye resulted from the continental shift, the tectonic plates movement, folding and distorting the sedimentary layers of the Earth's crust billions of years ago? You can literally see the Earth's movement in Tiger's Eye. How cool is that? Infinite wisdom. So it's also associated with the solar plexus chakra. It benefits the sacral chakra too, but it is associated with the solar plexus chakra. And I use Tiger's Eye every single day of my life. I sleep with it in a little palm stone in my bed, down by my feet, to help me keep grounded at night and protected, because, we're vulnerable at night, empaths were open. So I do like to have a little protection around me. And Tiger's Eye is always one of the ones I go to. It just feels so powerful to me. I'm a Leo, so it is associated with Leos, but it is a stone for everyone. This is one of the stones that I recommend to everybody. If you don't have a piece of Tiger's Eye, run out and get yourself a piece, because it's one of the most important pieces that you can have in your collection. And I also use the pyramids in Tiger's Eye. I use pyramids. Pyramids actually are little energy conductors. They got a flat bottom and a point. So energy, it's an energy conductor. I love pyramids. I'll teach you about different shapes and crystals as we move along. But I just want you to know the power of Tiger's Eye. If you need grounding, protection, this is a master. Okay. I hope you enjoyed that, and I will follow up with the messages from each stone for your birthday wish. So, Leo, here are your birthday wishes from each stone. Peridot would love to wish you a year of emotional balance and spiritual growth. Carnelian wants to wish you a year of alignment, passion, creativity, and motivation to manifest your vision. Sunstone wishes you a year of warmth, vitality, and joy, and maybe even a sunny vacation. Oh gosh, I would love one of those. Citrine wishes you a year of abundance and success and positivity and manifesting a new you. Tiger's Eye would like to wish you a year of mental clarity, willpower, confidence, and it will protect you and ground you for the next year and beyond. So, Leo, happy, happy birthday. Use the stones that make you even more powerful than what you already are and manifest the life that you dream of. So before I end this video today, I wanted to leave you with the power of the lion. The lion is patient, regal, and a complete master. The lion is a master of fire element and a living mascot of self-transformation. A lion's personality dedicates their life to personal and spiritual growth. This dedication inspires some and intimidates others. Therefore, the lion is respected by all, but known intimately by few. Some mistake the lion as hard to access or aloof, but those with keener eye know better. Lions are observant, stealth, and precise in their words and their actions. They do not waste energy or resources. This card reminds us that self-mastery is available to all, no matter where our journey begins. So when in balance, the options of peace and strength are with you. When you're out of balance, you can be withdrawn or too serious. To bring us into balance, Leos benefit from meditation and friendships. Leos do value their deep friendships. We desire it, we need it. That's who we are. So, Leos, once again, use your power. And I leave you with the power of the lion. Thank you, thank you, thank you, everyone, for being here, Leo. And I'm so honored to be one of you. And I'm looking forward to a year of all those birthday wishes from all our wonderful crystals. We deserve it. We deserve to celebrate. And even if you're not a Leo, I hope you stayed. I hope you learned something. And I hope you're celebrating with us because we're going to celebrate you when your birthday comes around. So thank you, everybody, once again. And I hope to see you in September for our crystal series of birthdays for Virgo. You're next. Much love, everybody.